What's up, guys? I thought I'd hop on a little early because it was 120 people waiting to see what the deal is. And I wanted to make sure I got with you guys. Actually, I got to get a little prop real quick. It's not 8 o'clock right on the money yet, so I got a little prop I got to fuck with. I'll be right back. Ugh. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the thing with Chem Block, right? So a lot of people saw that Chem Block supposedly was ditched by Ford. Now a lot of people think, oh, they had a mutual disagree or mutual split. Look, if things are going good, there is no reason. There's no reason to split up. There's no reason to split up. If you're getting what you think value, if you're getting value for somebody like a Ken Block, and if Ford feels like Ken Block can bring something to the table, a 50-year-old guy that flips rally cars all over the place and never won a race, if you think that guy brings you clout, notoriety, validity with the young kids, I don't know any young guy I don't know any young guy ever that races that goes, oh, Ken Block's awesome. I've yet to see that. So I think Ford probably said, I don't know, the phone call must have gone something like this, right? So, gets a phone call. It's like, hello. Like, hey, Ken, how you doing? This is whoever the fuck at Ford. I want to talk about your situation with us. Oh, yeah, that's rad. That's rad. I was just farting on some shoes after I dribbled paint into my asshole, and I got a new design coming out, and I think it's going to be great. People are going to love it. So what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? And they're like, well, we feel it's best to part ways because at the end of the day, I don't think we're getting the value that we think. And we think it's best for you to go crash cars sponsored by other car companies, ruining other race car team careers and cars by crashing them into the woods somewhere in, Switzerland. And we're just going to move on to something else because we're kind of concentrating on other brands, other things. And, we really appreciate you going in circles for all those years and ruining cars and saying rad and stoked every other 2 seconds. But I think it's better for you and us to part ways. That's a bummer, but at least it gives me more of opportunity to fart on shoes, flip Subarus, or Cosworths, or whatever the fuck, Peugeots. Rad, sick, badass. Thanks, I appreciate that. So, guys, I think a lot of people think it's clickbait, but I think it might be real. And Ken Block might be done with Ford, which I highly agree with. I don't see any kids looking at some 50-year-old crash cars into the fucking weeds, ruining careers of mechanics, people that build cars, let him go fart on shoes and do his thing. So if it is true and it is not clickbait, I commend Ford for doing the right thing and by getting rid of Ken Block. And to commend that, we're going to go ahead and give Ken Block a send-off, a proper send-off. We're going to go ahead and send him off on his way. Oh, look at that. All right, pour one out for the homie. There we go. Yeah, Bone Thugs in the background. All right. Hey, Ken Block. Happy trails. Hopefully everything goes well. Farting on shoes and crashing Subarus into trees. Congratulations. All right. Pause that before it gets copyrighted because it will get copyrighted. So that's my Ken Block rant for the day. I think it was the right thing to do to get rid of Mr. Ken Block because I don't think he was bringing anything into the whole Ford. Nobody was going to the dealership saying, I saw Ken Block after just drinking. I was drinking tons of Mountain Dew and I saw Ken Block and I want to buy one of your Ford Fiestas or your STs or something and hook it up just like this. I want to do it. Nobody was saying that. So that was the news. A lot of people think it's clickbait. A lot of people think it's bullshit, but it might be real. Now, the other thing that happened, this isn't Ford related. This isn't nothing related. This is YouTuber related. Now, I'm going to say this because I have found a new revenue stream because Cleetus has shown me that you can sell dirt and people will buy it. And good for him because if his fan base is okay buying chunks of asphalt, a mullet, a couple of shirts, and a bag, why? How am I crazy to not try to? I'd be nuts to try to capitalize on this shit. Oh, someone said something about the super chat. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me get the super chat going because apparently I forgot to turn on the super chat. So what you're going to have to do, guys, is go to refresh your pages in about 2 minutes and the super chat will be lit. So let me go to settings. Let me go to monetizations. And this was still the stuff from the other chat. Boom. Super chat enabled. Super chat enabled. Okay, guys. So now refresh your pages, and you should be able to have everything active if you refresh your page. I'm going to refresh my page to make sure it shows up on my end. Anyway, so apparently Cleetus is out there pretty much saying, hey, man, I want to fund the Freedom Factory, and I want y'all to, to fund it, basically. And I was like, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I thought, why not try to capitalize on potentially providing you guys products? I mean, if you guys are willing to buy it, I'm willing to provide it. So I was thinking, what can I make, or what can I give you guys? What can I come up with in order to sell it, to make, extra revenue, to maybe buy a house or whatever. So what I ended up doing is this. I vacuumed the Fairmont. So after vacuuming the Fairmont, there was a sandbag that had ripped in the trunk. So I vacuumed up all the sand. And I am not just going to offer this. I am not only going to offer this, but look, there's quality stuff in there. There's like some junk, and there's like some bolts and nails, and mostly sand. Okay, there's a lot of sand back here. So at the end of the day, you're going to get some of the Fairmont in a bag. But I didn't stop there. I said, this has to be a bundle. This has to be something people want to buy. So I have a lot of half-drank Zephyrhills waters, because when I go to chicks' houses that are poor to bang them, I only drink half of their water to make them feel good, but they don't know that I'm a Voss whore. So I have a bunch of half-drunk Zephyrhill waters, okay? Half-drunk Zephyrhill waters. So we got that. So we got shavings or vacuum stuff from the Fairmont, half-drank Zephyrhill waters. But guys, look, as an innovator, I thought I need to give people something of mine. So I was shitting like a whole day, and then I said, why waste them? Why throw them down the toilet? Why not dry them out and hand them to the people? So I have dry shit. I ended up saving all of my shit, and I ended up drying it up, and it looks really close to like Toblerones and Baby Roots, but I just made it look like that so it'd be packaging. So basically what I did was freeze them, and you'll get it in a climate controlled situation where it's a little, when you get it, it'll be cold. So make sure you store my shit nice and cold. But the coup de grace, the masterpiece, is my underwear. So I love just sitting around on Sundays with my tidy whities and doing a whole bunch of nothing. I just sit around, do a whole bunch of nothing, and drink a lot of coffee and fart into it. And luckily for you guys, I have a ton of underwear with shit stains on it. So these shit-stained underwears will be sold as the bundle. So not only do you get a drunk Zephyrhills water, you get Fairmont vacuum stuff, you get my shit, right? And you also get shitty underwear, tidy whities, and on the front, it will say, I shit my pants every day. Autographed to you. So if you order on the website, I will have the website going up really, really quickly, and we're going to make sure that we get you a bundle, because if people... I know. Because if people are willing to buy asphalt, why not give them some shit? Anyway, that's my opening little statement there. Shout out to Ken Block. We poured some Mountain Dew out for him. And I am providing half-drunk water, Fairmont vacuum bullshit, shit, and tidy whities, Fruit of the Loom tidy whities. I shit my pants every day with shit, literally shit, on them. So, beat that. I mean, if you think you're going to... I'm not selling you dirt. I'm selling you badass shit. You know what I'm saying? So, do you know how much prep went into all of this? So I hope you guys appreciate it. And Cleetus, hey man, good for you. If you want to provide parts for the, chunks of asphalt for your fans, I mean, awesome. But man, people are buying that stuff. So I'm like, why not sell them shit? Half-drunk water, Fairmont vacuum bullshit, actual shit, and underwear. Why the fuck not? Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's not coming up. The super chats aren't coming up here, so I'm going to have to refresh my page, apparently, because the super chats are not coming up here. So I'm going to refresh the page. Hopefully everything comes up, because there's a bit of a delay on my end. So anyway, what happened this week? A whole bunch of nothing. It seems like once winter hit, and apparently a bunch of snow ended up in Oklahoma, Texas, and all these places, and people are just taking video of, like, I'm like, you guys are fascinated by snow? Holy shit. I mean, seriously, that's all I saw on Facebook. Obviously, politics aside, I don't care about politics. That's pretty much it. People just saw snow for the first time in Oklahoma, Texas, and a bunch of other places. But Mustang content, not much came out. I did notice that a lot of people started receiving Mach E's from Ford to do some basically reviews. And a lot of the reviews are positive, but most of the reviews are like, meh, it's a meh vehicle. I'm waiting for the GT version. I really don't care about the basic bitch. But some of the people that were neutral were like, this isn't bad. For the price point, it really isn't bad. So I always want to get your thoughts on that if you guys did kind of catch up on some of that stuff. And then we'll just talk general shit and get up on the page chat. So yeah, anyway, guys, I'll have the website up, have shitty underwear, Fairmont junk, shit, and Zephyr Hills water, and we'll be good to go. By the way, Kyle Brandon, thank you so much for the popcorn. Badass. Okay, so Max, okay, we got Phil said starting bid for Fairmont sand, well, $2. Fairmont sand is legit. I think there's a couple of bolts in there. Yeah, there's like a bolt and like an anchor and like headliner material and hair, like black hair. So I don't know whose hair that is. I'll take a gram, says Will Shabura. Kyle Brandon says, I'll take it all, Alex, for $15. Paul Monaco says, when I owned your 2011, I tried to capitalize by selling the YDBT shift knob. I put it in the ad held by the Alex, a.k.a. YOLO himself. Max de Oliveira said, what's up? Did I win? No, Anthony ended up winning. So Anthony, I already hit him up on the other chat. Anthony ended up winning the SK Performance timing chain guides. I hit him up. I said, send me an email confirming your identity, and we'll get you these guys sent out ASAP. Congratulations, Anthony, on winning the SK Performance timing chain guides for Coyote and GT350 Mustangs. Coming at you. Josean Bauza says, for the sand. Ian Martha says, I'll take half an eighth of your car dirt, please. Could you imagine? Look, all kidding aside, that's weird. Selling asphalt that you're grinding up to fix and putting it in cups and selling it to fans. I get it. Your fan base is awesome and they're all, but dude, respect your fans a little bit. Selling them dirt. I know they're willing to have chunks of your Freedom Factory and good for you, but selling them dirt, you're essentially selling them dirt. It's just, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. I would never give you guys anything that I didn't think was worth something. That's why you don't see me selling. I got a bunch of these shirts. I don't even put those out there because the amount of work to get them done and everything. And I just don't think the quality is all that great because these, after 2 washes, they're pretty much done. So I just wear them and then I wear them like once and then I throw them away. Would you rather own a 3-valve or a snack? Depends on the snack. I would rather own a 3-valve than a Cobra. Not because of the speed, just because I don't want to be lumped in with Cobra douchebags. No, thank you. Zachary Smith says, no piss dribbles on the underwear. I don't want it. You know what? If I have 3 packs of these, so there's 9 of them. So if you can wait a week or 2, I can wear them for, I don't know, 3 days each. And I'll be able to piss and not shake my dick enough and then put it right back in there and let it dribble in the front. So you'll have front yellow, back brown, and tidy whities. You can hang them up in your man cave next to your Cobra emblem. If I buy now, I'll double the order and free shipping. Jose Delgado. Jason Friedrich says, I want the rubber out of the wheel wells of your cars. Johnny Boy, $5 for Section 8 moldy piss tank water in Voss bottle. Hey, there you go. Moldy tank. You guys saw the Section 8 video yesterday. I guarantee that bitch is a 3-second 60 to 130 car. I guarantee, something tells me that bitch is a 3-second, 399 is 3 seconds, 3-second 60 to 130 car. Bet me on that. I'm going to reorient the pump. The pump is, in my opinion, the pump is at a 90 to the tank, so it should be straight run, and then move the hoses around a little bit and make sure it doesn't cavitate, because I think it's just kind of a weak stream coming out of there. Hey, yo. And I'm going to get out there with a nice tank and do a 60 to 130. Watch that sucker go 3s. Where do I purchase shit? Says Bondo Bird. Bondo Bird had a great idea. We'll talk about that later on, but later on. Skinny Go Stretch Mark. Where do I purchase? I'll try to get up a site. I don't even know what. Dude, could you imagine if I had to put up a website and then I had to fill orders? I'd have to quit my job to make less money. I'm not doing that. Damn, I was hoping for someone a little more personal like bathwater or the sheets after blowing maintenance girl's walls out. Man, maintenance girl, she got it this weekend. She got it. Nick Gair says, I'll take the Ken Block signed underwear. Channel support for you, Alex. Who wants this? I'm not going to drink this. I drank a little bit of it, and I cannot believe y'all drink this shit like normal. It's got creatine. It's got carnitine. It doesn't have Wait, not creatine. What's that other shit? That bull piss. What's that bull piss that it used to have? Taurine? Does it have taurine? Unleash the beast. What the fuck? You guys are retarded with drinking this shit. Oh, there it goes. Taurine. It's got taurine, baby. Man, it tastes terrible. Oh, you guys are fucking retarded with that shit. No wonder your teeth are all jacked up. Matthew Goodall says, channel support, aluminum drive shaft, free-flowing exhaust, connection pipes, and some spherical bearings going in this week. The battle continues with the red car. I just got a complete Cleetus suspension installed. I took it to Tradition Motorsports in Tradition, Florida. They took it in that day, and it's probably going to be done midweek, and I'll pick it up. And just to have it, it's not going to probably work all that much on the street, and I still need some Vikings for the back, but just to have it, it's going to be a good time. I'll take your old black ice air freshener, says Will Shabora. Max Oliveria, fuck, congrats, Anthony. Yeah, Anthony beat you out by like only 10 votes. Can you fart in a Voss bottle and sell it? I'll buy a few. That's pretty good, but this is a week's worth, actually a day's worth. Like on a Sunday, I just sit there and drink coffee and just shit my pants every day, and I ended up getting a nice, I mean, look, this is quality streakage. It almost looks like a melted Toblerone, doesn't it? Oh, my God. Anthony Rosehouse says, thank you, SK Performance, Jeff. Excellent. You're coming in a little too high power, says John P. Let me get up a little bit and get some of the peasant stuff. That one girl sold her bathwater and dudes were all over it. Selling dirt is bicho status, says Ashley Fox. Weird people buy dirt, concrete, rubble. Yeah, he's on a different level. He is on a different level. Good for him. Good for him that he has the fans that will support him that much. I just would literally never sell you asphalt and dirt. Good for him, though. His fans are all about it. Yee and America and all that shit. Have at it, brother. It's all you. Wow, it blew my mind. Any thoughts on the LPF twin disc sprung hub clutch for 19 GT? Never heard of it. Never heard of an LPF twin disc sprung hub clutch. I know Mantic has one, but I don't know anything about LPF. Do they make clutches? LPF? Like LPF, the same people that make turbos in Texas? Those people? Quick, dumb as fuck question. Do I need a tuner revision if I remove the cats? Top scene if you went free flowing exhaust. If you have a Gen 1, 11 to 14, you don't need any revisions. If you have a Gen 1 or a Gen 2, you don't need any revisions. If you have a Gen 3, you do need revisions. Don't ask why. Just do it. He says, Vinyl Freaks and Company says, hey, Alex, hope all is well. This is the first time we have been able to catch you live in a while, but we are still here. Let us know if we can do anything for you. I don't even know what you got up on the site at the moment. Do me a favor. Send me a link here, and I'll go live and I'll see what you guys got on the site for shirts and let the people go there and do their thing. Remember, guys, I don't get a cut of this stuff. This is, they're just doing me a favor by providing merch, and y'all can just buy it and do your thing. Again, that's one less thing I have to handle. Alex, sell the tidy whities and call them Alex Dreamcatcher. What's the exhaust setup on Section 8? It's got American Racing engine 7/8 long tubes. It could go 2-inch, but I don't think it'll benefit from it. And it's just got Dynamax dumps right after the driver. It needs stock exhaust. I would love to get stock axle backs, stock cap back in that car again, and it'll sound rowdy, quiet enough to be tolerable, because now it just driving around, it just shakes the fucking earth, and every cop's gonna pull you over, and you're not gonna catch a break. And if you do a watt pull, you'll be able to hear it from 3 towns over. It's that loud. Alex, please look up the GM logo. Please look up the GM logo. What about the GM logo? What about the GM logo? What about it? New General Motors logo has clever hidden message. Oh, what's going on here? 1080p monitor. What do you mean? Creative blog. Okay. New General Motors logo has clever hidden message. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh, you motherfuckers. Fuck you. I block ads because of that reason. Here we go. Fuck you. Oh, electric? Because it's electric bullshit? General Motors revamps the logo to reflect towards drive all electric future and all electric future. I guarantee the days of mass-produced gas vehicles is close to being done. You're just going to see similar to horses. Think about it. There's still horses around. You can still ride a horse around. You can go and get a fucking horse. Not a problem. But I think you're not going to be able to, like, you know, have a bunch of horses that were shitting in front of you. But there's some of the Amish still do it. It's a Navy background, place by, so basically electric. They're basically going to be like, okay, it's going to be electric. Well, yeah, I mean, get used to it, guys. Electric is the future, and if you don't pivot with it, you're going to be left in the dust. So pivot with the times. If it's happening, let it happen, and pivot. F-150 S-150 says, poor customer service today, bitch. I guess. I slammed my tickets. There was one nitrous guy that was bent, but everyone else was fine. What is the... we got that. You guys at Lund Racing, don't mess around. I ordered my Engage before they ran out, and everything was super fast. Jose Delgado. No, but apparently we suck. You know what happens a lot on the email system? People read with tone. I do not provide any tone when it comes to texting. There is no tone in texting. I go... the nitrous guy ended up saying, hey... do you understand how nitrous works? Because a lot of people, in my experience, a lot of people have trouble with it. So I just want to make sure you understand how it works. And he was like offended. Like if I know his history, like if I know who the fuck he is, I have no idea who you are. You ordered something. You sent me a log, which apparently was the wrong log with the wrong tune. And I'm like, hey, are we sure we're on the same page? Looked like we got started on the wrong foot. I need logs of the nitrous tune without nitrous in it. And he just lost his shit. I'm like, whatever. Have your temper tantrum. Get me fucking logs. Have your temper tantrum, complain to customer service. I'm going to be unemotional. I'm going to say, get me logs on this tune. I'm going to keep repeating it. And if you don't want to fucking do what I got to do, that's on you, buddy. Not on me. Ice Swallow Come says, transport company's picking up my car in an hour to get sent to Aldo for that built trans. SVT Vince says, Alex, you and me both. I have the 4.5 Whipple Shelby. Lund Senior is taken care of. Exhaust dumps after the X-Pipe. Cams have my spine shaking after I get out. Yeah, it's not a good time. It's not a good time. It's not a car. First of all, it's a Turbo 400 car. I wouldn't drive that sucker far anyway. It's just like one place and back, and that's it. The catch can fills up kind of quick, so you have to drain the catch can for the trans and be mindful of the fluid level on the trans, but it's not meant to be a car you drive around. That trip I took, the car did not like it at all. Heard no more Engage. Is everything going to go the way of the dead rat? Honestly, for now, that seems to be the only solution, and then HP Tuners has to make the process for us simpler, because for remote tuning, we need to fly. We cannot have you sucking off a tune, then us licensing it, then us... No. You need to make it our current files go on your shit. And right now, SCT and the Lund Racing Engage are the ones that do that. F-150 says, Super Chat was off. Bad cuss service. Ticket system's on point. You're right. There is a LS Tesla. There is a LS Tesla. That guy's cool as shit. That guy that put the LS in the Tesla, he's in Massachusetts. He was having trouble with Tesla when he was supposedly making basically junkyard parts for Teslas. He'd buy used Teslas, wreck Teslas, take the battery out, take the power supply out, take the gear drive out, take the take everything out, and then sell it in the used market like lug nuts. You can't get lug nuts. If you call Tesla right now, you can't get lug nuts. You have to like drop the car off and they'll sell you lug nuts. I thought, you know what, I'm wrong on this, but I totally thought the supercharger stations were free. They're not. It's just a very good network, and they're really cheap, like really cheap. But for whatever reason, I thought they were free. And yeah, that guy was getting kind of stonewalled by Tesla, saying, nah, man, we're going to put a cease and desist letter, send you a cease and desist letter, because you can't be putting used parts out there, because we're cornering that market. 520 or 530 old for Gen 2 NA application. Just what it says on the cap. What's it say on the cap? Use what it says on the cap. Section hate fucking moves. I enjoyed the content. I'm looking forward to the draggy hit. Few more bucks for the channel, brother. Thank you, Phil. It will be coming soon, probably this weekend. The fucking dude. So I drove it with a temp tag, and the actual title situation is a fucking nightmare. I sent it down there, and it ended up getting, it's still registered here, or it's still registered there. So I use one of those services because I don't have time to sit at the DMV forever. And they have more avenues of getting the car registered. So I paid the taxes on the car. I gave them the money to register the vehicle, and they're like, we got to send it to Tallahassee. Then we got to talk to the seller. I'm like, holy shit. So I'm probably not going to be able to drive that car for a couple more weeks until I get, the car registered under my name 100%. Because there's a title situation. But if I can't get that car registered real soon, I'm going to start making illegal hits on the street. Fuck it. That car got to stop paying me back, because I bought that car for a couple of reasons. The built race car and clout, bitches. I still have a Stage 2 TR6060 in the car, and my ice tank still routes to my AFCO heat exchanger, so it's a bit more bearable to drive. That's what I have. But once I go watt, that bitch gets up to 150, 160 in a heartbeat. Cleetus the minute says, if you were to go nitrous on Section 8, what shot would you go to? 200. 200. Let's let 100. That bitch won't even feel 100. 200. And I'd probably put a spray bar in the intercooler, so that bitch is right by the combustion chamber. None of that throttle body shit, so it goes through the rotor, then down and up. No, spray bar. What do you think of the new Pontiac they came out with? No idea. Will the Amish get combustion engines now? That's funny. Hey, Alex, what do you think about the lethal return system, fuel system? Never heard your thoughts. I am a 4 guy. I've never talked about any other fuel systems than 4 innovations, 4 innovations, 4 innovations, 4 innovations. One more time, 4 innovations. 25 minutes of waiting, you get 20% for $4 on a supercharger. Oh, I don't know what he says. 20% for $4 on a supercharger. Ashley Fox, sorry, Alex, I'm at work and I'll have to catch you on the flip flop. Okay, talk to you later, Ashley. Her ass is killer, though. If you ever guys see Ashley Fox's ass, it's fucking legit. Her titty's on point, too. They literally cost a pretty penny, but she spent the right money. Them tits on point, the booty's on point. Where's Smokey? Where's Smokey? Where's Smokey? Smokey's here? There's some Smokey talking some shit. What's going on? Early adopters were free. Okay, so the early people that got the Teslas, they were free? I mean, what are you going to do? If people are streaming during my shit, good luck, man. I mean, you're going to fall asleep watching their shit. I guarantee it. Who else shouted out Ken Block and poured out some Mountain Dew for them and is selling you shit-stained underwear? Not them. Tesla free supercharging is free depending on when you bought the car. I have one, so this is guaranteed. Car Culture Nation. Honest opinion, I love Coyotes, but do you agree they're probably the beat engine of the world? I don't know what the hell the beat. First of all, learn to spell Car Culture, and then we'll talk. Don't you dare become a clout chaser, Alex. No, that car is, I just want to race that car, and it should pay me back. People love that car. Quiet exhaust, tighter converter, and that 500 will be fun on the street. Fuck that. That car's not meant to be on the street. That car's meant to get down on the track and tolerable on the street. That's what I like about that car. Arturo Morcillo gave me $5, and Mikey7857 gave me Canadian $5.49 and then retracted the statement. Best. No, I don't think the Coyote's the best motor. I mean, define best motor. It's a 299 or 300 cubic inch motor that can make 1,000 horsepower with boost, has propelled 3,400 pound cars to the sevens, gets 20 miles a gallon. I mean, it's close, but there's obviously better motors out there. But for the money and for the availability and for the mass production, that the amount of motors that there's out there, it's really hard to beat the Gen 2 and up Coyote. Really hard to beat the Gen 2 and up Coyote. LSs, you got to do stuff to them. You get an LS, you get a 4.8, you get a 5.3, you get a 6.2, you get a 7.0, whatever the fuck, 6.0. You get it, and what do? You got to stuff a cam in it, maybe some heads, some springs, and a badass intake. Whereas a bone stock 15 intake to oil pan, bone stock 18 intake to oil pan, bitches make 1,000 with boost. Zake, my dick says, what's up with the Mustang Lifestyle 1300 still in the 9s? I already told you guys what the deal is. I already told you guys exactly why that car will never run the number he thinks it'll run. One, it's got a drag radial without a slipper clutch. Again, it's got a drag radial with, he keeps saying suspension. Look, man, it ain't going to go nowhere without a slipper clutch and a drag and that drag radial. You need to get a slick back there and probably still a slipper clutch. A McLeod 18,000 Mantic 4-disc does not matter. You need a fuse, and you do not have a fuse in that vehicle. And you're still at a track with a stick car without a fuse, meaning something to give, with a drag radial car that makes 1,300. Oh my God. I mean, come on. The fact that you even go to the track anymore blows my mind. It's not going to 60 foot like that. You need a fuse. Timing's not going to help. You can pull all the timing on the planet. That bitch still going to make 900 torque. You need a fuse. And a fucking driver mod from hell. You need a driver mod. You missed Matt 760's chat. He thank you for dealing with him. Okay, where's Matt 760? Matt. Okay, thanks for dealing with me and taking care of me, Alex. I missed my paid above. It's cool. Car's rolling out great. Now I got to go up and, because that's my boy. I can't fuck with him. He's brought so many NA customers to us. It's not even funny. He paid me $20, and he said, "Thank you for dealing with me and taking care of me earlier." Hey man, I appreciate it. No, so Matt 760 was having some issues with his car, flaring on a shift in sport mode without manual mode. So I said, okay, because he has a lot of tunes in his folder. I said, try this one. So we'll see if it takes care of the issue. Cal Brandon King Daddy again. Not only did he give me popcorn, Voss water, but now he's giving me money on the chat. He's like, good show so far. I'll watch the rest of it later on. Gonna eat and watch a movie with the wife and then get the booty. Good for you, man. That's the one thing I'm missing here. Like, booty ready to I just go to the bedroom and get that booty. Because after work or after this is basically work. I want to get some ass. And then I got to go to Miami to get some toting or Pembroke Pines or fuck that. You come here. Putsy Pounder says channel support cut. Someone asked about the Coyote, the Jake's F-150. We're going to do draggy hits probably Thursday or Friday. That's the only time I have off. Or this weekend. I'll just say, give me your truck. Let's do draggy hits and let's get it into the 13s bone stock. Once it does that, we'll tune it and we'll see how much we can improve over stock. What I'd like to do is go stock, try to get into the 13s. That same day, put a tune in it and go wide open throttle again and see how much we gain with draggy stock versus tuned with E85 in the tank, because those are flex fuel equipped from the factory. The dollar is going to be worth less than a peso soon. Probably. Embroidered beanies, hoodies, crew neck sweatshirts, and polos. We'll also be sending you a care package of items soon as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Anthony Rosa says, Alex, why are you missing paid chats, bro? They're flying. I thought I got them all. I got Kenneth the Menace, SVT Vince. I got them all. It's just Matt 760 I missed, but I got both of them back. So fuck you. Meth for a full bolt-on FPO GT. Why? Are you having IAT issues? And are you going to relocate the IAT sensor to the manifold? No? Oh, no, you're not going to do any of that shit? Then don't fucking bother. What do you think of Cody 54? I don't know who he is. I have no idea who he is. PBH is offering the N-Gauge with the lung tune anymore. SCT instead. I think they sold out. I think once Frank Perdomo said, hey, we got N-Gauges here, boom, they were sold out the next day. Oscar Argueta says, Ashley Fox said it's only for you, Alex. You asked her and you shall receive. Yeah, no, she sent it. She sent me some booty and titty pics, and they're on point. Alex, would you upgrade valve springs with Alex? Would you upgrade valve springs and with what? Gen 2 Forge, Comcam, Stage 3 Supercharged 6R80. I think it's like the pack 1, 2, 3, 4X springs or something like that. Again, those are Jose Delgado. Those are questions you ask an engine builder, because I got guys today that were like, you send them a tune, because all we do is fuck with tuning. So a lot of people, you get a tune and they're like, well, what would you do if you were going to build a 9-second NA car? Now we've become builders. We're motor outliners. Now we can give you generally some advice, but the ticket system has to be efficient. So I can't sit there having a chit chat sessions with you. You ordered a tune, not a friend. You ordered a tune, not a friend. On the drop down menu, it didn't say become friends with Alex. No, it said get a tune for your mods and list your mods here, not let's be boys. Now, I will help you up to a point, but if it gets to the point where you're like, I need spoon-fed information, I'm going to say, yo, bro, I love you. If you want engine questions answered, you ask an engine builder. If you want porting questions answered, you ask some guy who does porting. We do tuning. Demonology in the house. Did I heard his what was it? His rear end broke? Was it his rear end? It looked like the rear end broke because I saw aluminum chunks flying out the bitch. Pussy Pounder already gave me that. Where's the Soul Snatcher? He's here. I didn't see Demonology here. Usually has a very obvious. There he is, Demonology in the house. I'm an Alex fan. I'm just here for the knowledge. All right. He does have a Mustang. That's the nice thing about Demonology. He did buy a Mustang and he wanted to, I'm sure he wants to get into the game because look, the Demon is heavy, dude. And he's a big dude. The Demonology looked like he can deadlift 600 pounds. So can I, eventually. But that car, you're battling weight. You're battling weight with that Demon. It's going to be, it's an uphill battle. Cool? Yes. But you're going to hit a wall eventually and you're going to have to decide, do I want to go fast or do I want to go fast in a Demon? And then to what extent are you going to front half the car? Are you going to, gut it? Are you going to put Lexan windows? Are you going to put carbon doors? What are you going to do? Then it stops becoming a Demon, right? It becomes just a pro mod. So I understand his issue. That's the issue I have with the red car. And then all the stuff from the red car went into the Fairmont and it went 870s. And I'm like, I'm good. Now, if I can get that car to go 850s, the Fairmont, I will sell the drivetrain and let someone else have some fun with it. I am keeping the shell. I'm keeping the rear end, this fuel system. But if the Fairmont goes 850 or quicker, I will put everything for sale. 6R80 motor, blower, control pack, so that someone else can put it in their car and I can have some money, because it paid me back, and then I can move on to fuck with Section 8 and all the other cars. I don't need a tune. I need a friend. Can you help me with that? Says Ian Martha. You got Nick. Nick will be your friend. Heat exchanger setup on 5.8 Trinity. Any recommendations? I don't even know, like, heat exchanger setup. What do you mean? Set it up like stock. Set it up the way it's routed like stock. Just more capacity is going to be able to help you out. But what do you mean the setup? I don't understand. I don't understand the question. Alex, some of us are interested on a daily with balls. I think your white car is a perfect example. When will we see more videos of it? The white car, I am not going to modify it because it is my daily. I need it every day. I go get some puss in that car. I drive to Miami. I drive to Orlando. I drive wherever puss is around. That's my puss getter. So I'm not going to modify it and constantly have it up on a lift and I am modding 3 cars at the same time. Red car, Section 8 is going to stay like that. I'm just going to do some labor on it. And the Fairmont is pretty much done. It just needs to run the number and then I can sell the drivetrain. So once the drivetrain is gone, which should go for about $12 to $13 or maybe $14,000, everything, I should be able to have some money to say, all right, let's put a fuel system in the red car, axles, drive shaft, clutch and trans, and let's fuck around. But until then, no way. 10R80 Allen says, I sent you a pic on IG. Any benefits to running a CJ like that over the normal way? Here we go. I bet you it's his dick. That'd be funny if someone said, I sent you this, and it's his dick. There we go. There we go. No. Nope, nothing. Unless you're on my requested list, which means you're not my friend. And now I gotta fucking accept you, and then just to see your shit. And I hate that. Allen, there he goes. 10R80 Allen. So 10R80 Allen wants to know if you can run he's draggy. Oh, see, the problem with this 10R80 Allen, oh my God, 10R80 Allen, the problem with that is you are going to get awful drivability. And at wide open throttle, your MAF signal is going to go lean. Okay, so in my opinion, that's probably good for all-out race shit. But if you want drivability to be halfway decent, that's not going to be good at all. I don't think you are suffering if you turn it a little bit and shield it from any turbulent air. But at the end of the day, this is more of a look, more of like a Honda thing, because the MAF sensor is too close to the throttle body and it's too close to that stupid race filter. You're going to have terrible drivability and probably lean issues up top. I wouldn't run it that way, in my opinion. Will it make power? Maybe. But what are you going to gain? You're not going to gain 10 horse like that. You're not going to gain 15 horse. You're going to gain drivability issues and probably lean out up top because it's a race filter getting a ram air effect, not a draw through effect, a ram air effect. And if the air coming into it is faster than the motor can actually take in, believe it or not, the MAF signal wigs out a little bit. It is kind of a balance. Casey526 said, you missed King Yodi's super chat question. I did not. Let me see. I did not. King Yodi. There, 10R80, Matthew, John Williams. See, don't do that because what happens is now I stop. If I missed it, guys, I missed it. Jesus Christ. Hey, Alex, my buddy has a 14 GT Lund 18 manifold PMAS Flex E85R. What would cause his alcohol percentage to reach 70% on tested E85? So he tested the E85. And he's relying on the Lund tune, flex tune, mind you, to learn properly. Now, this is my biggest issue, and I'm doing it. I'm going to show you in our system what we do and what we send you. And if he has that question, that tells me he didn't read the fucking email. So check this out. Attached is your final tune, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So again, not only do we make it crystal clear, but check this out right here, guys. Remember, the flex tune is a transition tune. It may not learn accurately every time, and it's supposed to be used for convenience between switching to 93 and E85. You guys do not listen or read. You guys do not read. And you wonder why we lose our patience sometimes. Because in the tune, in the email, it explains exactly that it will not learn to 100% accuracy. And when you get that times 40 a day, You can't blame me for losing my fucking patience. You cannot blame me for losing my fucking patience. No way. You guys would not last a second in this job. Imagine being asked that question 13 times a day when in the email it explains everything. Guys don't read. They get the tune, they put it in their car, they go, what do I do next? I'm like, you read the fucking email. You read the fucking email. And then reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. I bet you guys don't even know what the fuck that means. I bet you goes, what do you mean comprehension? I comprende what you're saying. No, you don't. Some of you guys read a book and you don't understand what the book is trying to tell you. You go, I don't know. Some people love reading. Oh my God, my imagination got taken. Like you guys that read Harry Potter, something's the fuck wrong with you. But I understand why, because you have great reading comprehension. Most people don't. They see the tune, they put it in and they go, what do I do next? I'm like, you go back and you read the fucking email. You go back and you read the fucking email. Jesus. Right in the email, guys, it explains it. Right in the email. Whew. Sup, brother? I have a Ford triple pump and was wondering if ID 1300X would be overkill to make 900 to 1000. Nope. And it's a great injector. That's a great choice for injector. It's a great in-between injector. That and the 1440 from FIC are your best bet for in-between 1000 and 1200. Patient Master Yoda. Oh, dude. Huh. Jonathan Williams says, your take on clutch slipper valves. Got 850 horsepower, Z06, and I can't launch consistently for shit. I don't care if it's cheating. I don't want to break anything. You're not cheating a slipper valve. I just haven't seen one operate properly. Again, I haven't seen one operate properly. Now, I'd love to get my hands on one, but I don't want to be the test mule. I don't want to be the test mule to be like, oh, this thing burned my clutch up. Because when you're actually relying on a slipper valve, I think a slipper clutch is better, where you actually have to set the weights. I think that's a better system, but it is labor intensive. You gotta know how to set it up. It is not easy, and it's okay for the street, but it's not like a daily driver situation. So you're either gonna race shit or you're gonna put a slick in the back and let the slick be the fuse. Narastra 956 says, here, buy a twisted T. It might come in handy, cuz dude. That's why that guy probably got bent out of shape, because I said, do you know how to fuck with nitrous? Because do you know how many people go, I don't know. I had an F-150 guy, a Tacuache Ka, nice guy. Yo, man, this shit don't feel like nothing, man. I thought you were supposed to be the best tuner on the planet, Holmes. I put the nitrous in the F-150, a truck, and it don't feel like shit. Home, Ka. And I go, hey, whatever, Valdez, Esparza, Gomez, whatever, are you sure the nitrous is activating? Of course, Holmes, it's activating. I'm like, how do you know that? What you mean? I said, is it RPM activated? Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Take the nitrous line out, arm the system, leave it in neutral or park, and rev it up. And see if nitrous comes out at the RPM that you want it to come out in. He goes, comes back. I don't hear from him for 2 or 3 days. I'm like, you know what happened? The nitrous wasn't working. Then he comes back. Orderly Holmes, I think the solenoid got stuck. Man, I don't know what happened. I'm like, okay. Then he fixed it, right? Because I thought it was the tune. Then he fixed it and he goes, oh shit, what do I do now? I go, you go back to the first nitrous tune I sent you. The first nitrous tune I sent you. Okay, cuz. Puts it in. Oh shit, this thing gaps full. The first fucking tune I sent them was on the money. His nitrous was not activating. So every nitrous guy thinks it's cheap, so I can afford it. Nitrous attracts the peasants. Nitrous attracts the broke dick motherfuckers because they're broke. They go, I don't got enough money for a supercharger, but I got $500 for a bottle and a couple of wires. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't work or the shit blows up. Nitrous is more, you need to know more about cars when you're using nitrous. You need to know nothing about cars when it comes to blowers. Put that bitch on, the belt's on, we do the rest. Nitrous, it's all you. And you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. So, about 60% of the people that I deal with that have nitrous tunes don't know what they're doing because they went for cost. And what you're offsetting in cost, you have to have in knowledge. And you don't have any car knowledge. You don't know that you have to gap your plugs tighter. You don't know that you need to bottle warmer. I go, hey, do you have a bottle warmer? No, cuh. Don't the nitrous make the thing colder to make more power? I go, no. You need to heat the bottle up to create more pressure. Pressure? What's your bottle pressure? I don't know. I take it out the freezer and I put it in the beach. Alex, why do you have an attitude? I'd imagine yes, but has anyone tried using a 4-speed auto controller to use all 4 gears in a 4R200 setup? Yeah, and it doesn't work. Tony Kono says, love the content. People are laughing because I'm telling you guys, unless you live my life, you have no idea. Look, if the cars could talk, if every car was like autonomous, tuning would be phenomenal. Why? Because the variable is the customer. The variable, I want to throw a 300 shot in it. You want to throw a 300 shot in it? Yeah, Holmes. Why do you want to throw a 300? I got gapped by this Hellcat. And he's a fucking fool. And I see him at work. And I'm like, fuck this guy. So I want to hit it with a 300 shot. And if your car could talk, he'd go, no, man. The fuck are you doing? Sell me. Sell me, please. Sell me, you taquache motherfucker. Old license plate used to say, LOL Nas. Car Culture Nation. This is conversation for Demonology who is thinking of nitrous. No. Demonology is surrounded by knowledgeable people. Right? Demonology didn't get to where he was by literally just kind of like winging it, right? He takes his car to a shop. He asks questions. He seems to be on the up and up. I would put a 200 shot on a Section 8 spray bar situation to get that bitch to go 60s, 760s. But, I'm going to propose something to some blower manufacturers really soon. I'm going to propose. I wonder if I should do it here. Hey, Bondo Bird. Do you think I should make a proposal? We had a bit of a conversation similar, but he gave me an idea. But I don't know if he wants me to talk about it, but we'll see. But I have a proposal for some blower companies that might be something good for content, good for both blower companies, or not. Who knows? Orale Holmes, what in the wizard house? Just kidding. Amazing how the concept of liquid gas escapes people. Look on people's faces when I explain the refrigerant cycle and probably similar to your nitrous customers. Exactly. Pussy Pounder says, how to get a GT350 manifold to work on a Gen 3? You bolt it in and you lock out the IMRCs. You bolt it in and you lock out the IMRCs and put a stock throttle body in it. Oh, but I want a 350 throttle body, Holmes. I want the 350 throttle body. So let's look up a Bullet. Bullet Mustang. 2021 Bullet Mustang, 480 horsepower, which is bullshit. So let's look up a 2021 Ford Mustang. So yeah, it doesn't say. Let me see if GT. Let's do GT. Let's see if it just shows a GT. Oh, come on. Why is it showing that? Oh, fuck you, Google. Let's do 2020. Fucking Google being stupid. So according to Google, the GT has 460 horse, the Bullet has 480. But then when you race both of them, the GT beats it. And you go, what the fuck? Oh man. Alex, can we get the taquache sound in the next taquache story? Haven't heard it in forever. Which is the taquache sound? Fuck. I think I deleted it because it was basically just full on Mexican music. I don't even think I have it anymore. Let me see. I don't think I have it anymore. Nah. I got rid of it. It was fucking annoying as shit. It was super loud. Where's taquache? Taquache. Yeah, no, it's gone. It was just too much. But next time. You should have told them to port the nitrous lines. I love how people use Lund because they are the best. Then second guess everything you have to say. I would lose it. Love the content. YOLO, says Tony. This is the other thing that is happening, guys. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. You hate Lund. You hate Lund. You build a car. You say, man, fuck Lund. We're going to gap them fools. We're going to fuck them up. We're going to fuck up Lund. Fuck Lund. Boom. They take it to another tuner. Tuner has issues. Yo, what the fuck? It's built, right? All right, well, let me take it to another tuner. Boom. Hey, I'm having the same issues. Oh. Well, Lund has tuned this combination 500 times. Man, fuck them. We're going to gap them. Fuck them. And after exhausting all of your options, guess who you go to? And then I say, why didn't you go to us in the first place? Because I almost want to say no. I want to say, wait a minute. You built a badass car, Billy Badass shit, and you didn't go to the best to tune it first? You went to everyone else? And then you want me to bail you out of that situation? guess what? I'm going to look at you a little sideways and go, I don't know. Von Gittin Jr. ain't far from Ken Block. He's better. He's smarter. He's better spoken. He's better for the brand. What's the max wheel horsepower on a Gen 5 Whipple can make with a built Gen 3 Coyote? Have you seen? 1,000, over 1,000, 1,200, 1,200, 1,300. Yeah, 1,200, 1,300, big boy horsepower with a built Gen 3. Port the N-gauge, motherfuckers. It'll open up more OBD2 flow. Heavy duty, bicho. Heavy duty. Esto está heavy duty, man. Esto está bien heavy duty.
Asshole. Oh, yeah. Heavy duty. Heavy duty.
Alex, ¿eres mexicano or what's your expression of we do's? Mom, my family's from Puerto Rico, but, you guys always sound like these. Orale, man. Or, you sound like you're either stoners or like de la finca, Jeremiah Camp in the house. What's up, Jeremiah? Car culture. A lot of YouTubers have gone back to Lund. Look, they all do the same thing. They want to start their own thing, and I get it. Good for them. But at the end of the day, if you want a Mustang to go fast, your first stop should be Lund, and you should pay, because we don't get anything from YouTubers. We don't get anything from YouTubers. If a YouTuber goes, hey, you guys should go to Lund, and then you crash that shit into the crowd or you can't drive for shit, we look bad. So I'd rather not. We didn't sponsor him. We just paid because an order showed up. I'd rather do it that way. Awaken Evil says, is it possible to get a flex tune for a supercharged GT350? No flex tune for any blown vehicle ever. I have a dedicated 85 pulley for max effort. I swapped to a 10-pound pulley whenever I road trip. Is it possible for that pulley to use a flex tune? No. You take a 10-pound pulley, you put pump gas in it, and you drive it. No flex tune for any boosted vehicle. Why is that, YOLO? How many boosted vehicles come flex from Ford? How many EcoBoost trucks come with flex logic from Ford? How many EcoBoost Explorers, Expedition? Why didn't the EcoBoost Mustang come with flex tuning or flexibility? Why doesn't any F-150 EcoBoost 2.7 or 3.5 come with flex tuning? Why don't they come with flex equipped from the factory? Same reason we don't do it. Is it possible? I already got him. What header brand do you recommend again for a 2020 GT? Ultimate header. Is Lund still selling N gauges? I want to get the tuning package for my 09 GT500, but not sure what the situation is now. Yeah, if it's on the site, we're selling it, brother. Question, can a tuner lock the computer on a 19 F-150 if it was tuned with HP tuners? Yes, he has the ability to lock the tune. Thought it's just a 6 MMR engine blown up MMR fault. No, I don't think so. I think what ended up happening was there was some litigation. So you know what? The less I talk about it, the better, because homeboys love to send you litigation letters. So I'm just going to be like, I am not in that game. Fuck it. Alex, a Barton Hybrid 3 or an MGW? Barton Hybrid 3. $20 channel support for you up above. Where are you? Who is that? Bandy. I think I said that, isn't it? Bandy. Happy birthday to you, Alex. Thinking hard about going the NA route. Cam CJ with a 10R80. The plan is to mimic the Steeda car as much as possible. Woohoo! You got a long way to go if you think that car only has cams and a CJ. You got a long way to go if you think that car only has cams and CJ. That car has work done to it. Suspension, weight, badass converter. It has a lot. It will be more expensive to do that than to just put a blower on your car and go faster. Just put a blower on your car. Excuse me. Michael Merck. Nice. Michael Burke backwards. Michael Merck. Buy Dakota and Nardi, one of those queer waters you drink on me, bicho. Buy Dakota and Nardi, one of those queer waters you drink on me, bicho. Okay, I'll send him some Voss water. That'll work. I got a whole case. Cal Brandon sent me a whole case, so I'm going to drink it. And my pee's coming out clear for the first time because I'm just drinking waters. I'm like, whoa, it's not purple? Oh, man. A lot of these young guys with Mustangs that talk shit about Lund Racing were swinging from ball to ball to keep from being a bastard when Lund started tuning, and they don't know. A lot of these young guys with Mustangs that talk shit about Lund Racing were swinging from ball to ball, young guys, to keep from being a bastard when Lund started tuning, and they don't know. Yeah, Lund was tuning back in the Cobra days, Lightning days. You know, Lund was involved when SCT was like starting. You know, he has a history, and the thing is, if you know the history of how shit came to be, it would just be like, it's there's a lot of layers to it. Let's just say that. Let's just say that the reason I got noticed was because of a tuning triangle video that was 100% true. I ended up making a tuning triangle video, and that's where every tuner hit me up and goes, how do you know that? How do you know this information? Who are you talking to? What's your issue? What's your deal? Because this is like information that no one out there knows. Now, you know what I did on that video? I 100% guessed. I guessed that there was a handful of guys that had the information, and they get it from Ford, and they get, people provide stuff. You get stuff from high level places, and those guys, what they do is they say, well, this is mine, and then they sprinkle it onto the peasants. And then it basically a triangle, like a pyramid scheme, where the guys at the top, there's probably 5 or 4 that got all the info and all the shit. Then there are guys in the middle that think they know and got all the shit, but they get their shit from the 5. And then the rest, the bottom of the triangle, the peasants that just have a laptop and they just suck off a file and go from there. Those guys are the ones that are just literally not even in the loop. Let me go to my channel, see if I can find it, because that's a great video to play again. That was a great video. I love that video. I like taking you back to. I'll show you guys what's going on here. Give you a little look into what's going on my screen, because I have a lot of fucking videos, content. Okay, so we're gonna go. Oh my god, we're gonna go. Let's see, 50 each, and it's tuning triangle. And the tuning triangle video was dead nuts, on the money, like on the fucking money. Oof, look at all these fucking videos, man. Damn. And you're like, oh, you don't have any content. Alex, did you make a video about this? I have made a video about everything ever talked about ever. It is your fault that you don't go out there and actually look shit up. Not even close. I mean, it's just everywhere. When I blew up my third gear, man, I've got a bunch of shit going on. Blew up my third gear. This is when I worked at VMP. I made videos at VMP, got them popping. Then I don't know what the hell happened. Then all of a sudden they just stopped making videos, or they videos just didn't take off anymore. I don't know what happened in that situation. Look at me, skinny Alex, skinny stressed out Alex. Fuck that. That was the worst time of my life right there. Skinny stressed out Alex is not a fun Alex, man. That guy was stressing life. KKK da. Well, is that tuning triangle? No. That's data logging video. Look at this car when it was 6R80 swapped. Check this shit out when it was 6R80 swapped. It had a 6R80 built motor TVS. Oh, and I think I had the Whipple, but like way turned down. And we ended up doing a and this is what it sounds like with exhaust. Oh, look at the 17s in the back. Oh, sorry. Rest in peace. Second gear leave, 6R80. With 17-inch 305 45 17s in the back and an 18-inch front. Lets off, hits the brakes, 930. What a fucking car. And you wonder why I bought it. Bitch is bad, bro. Bitch is bad. It was like the worst run ever, and it fucking gapped. It was so cool. So I'm going to look for that tuning triangle video if I can find it. And if you don't like that I'm taking time to find you that, well, screw you. But it'll at least give you a kind of like a peek into how everything came to be. For me, anyway, because that video popped everything off. In terms of tuning, all of a sudden people go, this guy knows people, so we need to know. Here it is, Tuning Triangle, the truth about Coyote tuners. Enjoy. Come on, baby. Skip ads. Come on, man. Let's go. 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, hey, guys. What's going on? You little douchebag.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
Here.
God.
So anyway, I just got back from PRI this morning. It was a hell of a drive. I had a great time. And the best thing I found out about PRI is that there's a bunch of, race-oriented people there. It was a real good time. But the best thing that I kind of found out over at PRI is there's a bunch of tuners out there. A bunch of tuners out there that know what they're doing, and there's a bunch that don't know shit about tuning. And I came up with this thing right here. This is what I call a tuning triangle. So, at the top of the triangle, of course, is me. YDBT, the best tuner around on Earth, period. But
I'm funny.
let's say there's tiers to this, okay? this step of the triangle, we have about 5 to 7 tuners. Now these tuners right here really know what they're doing. They know their shit. They know their craft. They know exactly what's going on with these cars. Okay, so these guys, you've never, ever heard of them. Ever. You don't hear them. You don't see them advertised. You don't see anything of the sort. Not like me. I mean, you don't need to advertise for me because my Taurine tuner, my Get the Bitches tune, advertised itself. Okay? So there's about 5 to 7 tuners you never hear of, but they're so fucking busy tuning, they don't really need to put up with the general public, okay? Then, right here, you have probably 20 to about 30 tuners. And these are the most popular in terms of, you see them advertised everywhere, you see them all over the place, pushing their shitty tunes all over, pushing their tunes all over the place, saying that they're the shit, that they got records and all this stuff. And these guys always advertise. I mean, they're always all over the place. Every forum, every group, everything like that, they're always advertising. These are the absolutely most visual group of guys. Sort of know their stuff, but not really. Then from here, there's about 1 million tuners. Now, these tuners right here are the guys that have a laptop. That's all they do. They have a laptop and a base file, and they pretty much say, hey, we'll sell you a tuner anywhere from between $90 and $150, and your shit's legit. And then when it runs like crap and you send a data log to them, hey, it's running fine. Because you're not confirming the tune, you're pretty much just sending them a data log, and they're saying, sure, looks good, who knows? These guys are the guys, if you don't get a tune from me, these are the guys you guys want to get a tune from. And if you don't know who they are, you're not in the loop. These guys get their tunes from these guys, okay? These guys here troubleshoot tunes these guys here don't know what to fucking do about. And these guys here are anyone. These are grandmas, grandfathers, construction workers, whatever the fuck. They just push out shitty tunes and, it's all crap, but, it's safe enough. You really don't make any power. It's really not a big deal.
There you go. That video right there kind of popped everything off for me, and that's when I got noticed in the tuning world. Totally, fully made up, and it ended up being 100% accurate. Awaken Evil says, since I'm lazy, will you swap my pulley and fuel? No. Weed Away says, hey man, just a dumbass question. I got a 2012 GT500 with a 2.5 inch pulley. Tuned by VMP, still pushing 10 pounds of booze. I was on stock pulley and stock tune. 2.5 inch pulley, tuned by VMP, still pushing same 10 pounds of booze. So you got a bypass issue. The bypass is probably not shutting. That's what that sounds like to me, Weed Away. Bandy says, I would put a blower, but being in an emissions controlled state, I can't go with free-flowing exhaust. Concerned with blowing out the cats, even with keeping the 600 horsepower range. But you're going to be just as fucked. You need to make that sucker breathe. You're going to put cats on a CJ and cam setup? I mean, come on, man. Is Lund caught up on orders? Still waiting on Brandon to send me the tune since December 23rd. Justin, hit him up. Or reply to the ticket. I bet you it's in your spam folder or something like that. Yeah, but we're pretty caught up. We had like 500 or something stupid hit us. Edgar Ratana says, just had my first remote custom tune for my N54, and I can't tell the tuner was about his business, no messing around, short emails, and was done in 5 revisions. That's how it should be. Emails should be tune attach, get me logs, idle, slow rev, watt, all in one log. The next email you should send is the log with the words to log attached. Then I say, repeat the logs with this revision. And then you send me a data log from that tune with the words log attached. Do not say, I raced my buddy and he got me. Do not say, when are we going to go 85? Do not say, when am I getting my cam tune? Do not say anything. Do what the tuner wants you to do. And when he is done, he will say, attached is your final tune with your cammed lope, your flex, and your E85R. But nope, every single time I get an email, where's my cam lope tune? We have to dial your shit in first, dude. I'm not going to give you a cam lope tune if I don't have your shit dialed in. Oh, but I paid for a cam lope tune. No, you didn't. It's free, and I'm not going to adjust that cam lope tune. And I'll give it to you at the end, and I'm giving you one on one fuel because it's free and novelty. Sweet, thanks, man. I'll look into it. It says Weed Away. Bandy has a new setup idea every week. Yeah, he wants NA, cams, this and that with cats. Like, really? 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 Demonology spot on. Hey, I ain't fucking around. Bama, that's definitely Bama. Demonology in the chat. He's in the chat. He's a good dude. I check his shit out. He checks my shit out. We're good. We ain't fangirling. We're grown ass men. Respect both ways. Good dude. And his car's badass, man. Can't fuck with it, you know. Ported my Recaros because my fat ass didn't fit. Bandy says, good to know someone has been paying attention to me. LOL. Or laughing my ass off. Superstock 50 says, do you what was, oh my God, listen to this, guys. What was the first Luntun vehicle that made a 9-second pass? If so, when was it? What was the reaction? Senior went 9s with his Cobra like in 2006. So he must have been like, yeah, it's pretty fast. You know, he's not that excited. Yeah, it went where it was supposed to go. So it wasn't a big deal. Alex, what do you think about the new 6.8 liter Mustang? Are inch and 7/8 headers too big for NA Coyote? No. Does anyone know how much horsepower ported shift knob nets? Colton Price, do the fucking YOLO voice. Do the YOLO voice. Thumbs up, video boys. Thumbs up the video voice, says Super Albie. Port the cat. Hey, Alex, it's been a long time since you've hit the chat with a flat plane crank. I think it's gone. I think flat plane crank is gone because it was killing my fucking voice saying flat plane crank, and I had it as a voice clip. But I think that bitch is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Flat plane crank is gone. Dude, I'm a monkey. Dude, Alex, do this. Say flat plane crank, please. Alex, I don't know if you discussed your thoughts on Ford cutting ties with Ken Block. Apoyo gasolina de café. Yes, sir. First, I poured out a Mountain Dew for my boy Ken Block, who's going to go out and fart paint on shoes and make more money than you or I will ever make in our lifetimes. People buy that shit, believe it or not. Farted on paint. Let's look at DC shoes. I mean, really, you won't catch me dead with them shoes. I'm looking for farted on. Yeah, here we go. So basically what you do, the technique to make this shoe is you. What the fuck? Dolce and Gabbana? Yeah, no, I'm good. Nope, I'm good. Thank you. No, so basically you take paint, you dribble it down your asshole, then you fart, and you make this shoe. Yep, look at that. Oh, hey man, what do you think we should do for the new shoe idea? I don't know, maybe you should take pink, blue, black, and splatter and put it in your asshole all at the same time, and then give you In-N-Out Burger and wait about 20 minutes, and then you shit on the shoe, and we call it art. Pretty much on the money. I ain't lying. Alex, did you see Mustang Lifestyle is gonna live Q&A at the same time yours on the disrespect? What disrespect? I got 811 people watching right now, and the chat generated $523. When they can do something like that, then good respect. Look, I'm not gonna try to fuck with their hustle. If they're gonna go head to head against me, that's a bad look. If they were smart, they do it on Thursday or Friday or Wednesday, because I'm doing the dating channel. You don't want to go head to head with the master, the guy that pretty much put out the template of doing live Q&A shit. Do you know what I am saying? YOLO from Springfield sends his regard. YOLO from Springfield is the best. I don't know if you discussed your thoughts. I got that. Orlando Chavez gave me $5. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you with the support. Again, guys, don't forget, I have shitted on underwear for sale. Demonology. So what I did was, because there's a guy selling dirt from his racetrack, I shitted on some tidy whities, and I'm going to sell it on a website, and it says I shit my pants every day right on the front, and I'm gonna sign it. And I saved some of my shit. Whoa, there goes that. And I saved some of my shit here that looks exactly like Baby Roots, and some shit that I scooped up from the Fairmont. I'm gonna sell all that shit, and half drank Zephyr Hills water from some basic bitch's house, because when I go to a girl's house and she give me Zephyr Hills, I ain't seeing her no more. Now she gives me the Voss water, she can get the bitch all the time. Maintenance girl gives me the Voss water. And he's like, what's maintenance girl? Demonology, I have a girl that I bang consistently, and I call her maintenance girl. She called me maintenance guy. Alex, do you have any experience or thoughts on the SET GTX device? I don't know specifics on every device they have. They have like 10. I just know that the X4 and the BDX we support. And I think the live wire, meaning our tunes go on it and it will flash your vehicle. In terms of how it works and all that shit, that's on you, buddy. F-150 S550 gave me $10 and said, Alex, I got FIC 1000 injectors and I'm running out of fuel past 6,800 RPMs. Is that normal? With 17 PSI and 85. Let me guess. You have a non-4 fuel system. F-150 S550. Do you have a fuel system that isn't 4 Innovations? Do you have aftermarket rails? Do you have at least Dash 8 lines? as a feed and a return, let me know. Ordering a basic bitch tune tonight. I'm getting 85 and tune when I get 47s. All right, Brick Isle Argueta. Yo, Alex, bold move, says David Martin. I wouldn't ask Mustang Lifestyle what all he run. The fat boy don't work on shit. Just my 2 cents. Jesus Christ, guys. I don't care about them. They can just do their own thing, man. Go out there, have fun, blow your shit up, spin, have a 1500 RPM idle. Have at it, brother. God love you. Gordon Kemmerling says, I'm a fangirl, been around since the YOLO days, went to VMP because you worked there at the time you left. I had issues, moved to Lund, never been happier. A lot of people were mad at me, saying that me leaving VMP was fucked up. But, guys, look, if the grass is greener, you go. If someone isn't paying you what you think you're worth, because look, that's the reason I left. Let's be honest. Money. I was busting my ass and I was making nothing. And am I going to sit there and beg for money? No. What I do is this. I see how the employer treats me. The employer doesn't think I'm worth X amount of money. I move on. If I'm going to go there and go, yo, I need a raise, he's going to ask for more work. And I'm going to say, whoa, no, I think I'm worth this now. And if you don't think I'm worth that, that's okay. We'll gladly part ways. And I did. Can you run a booster pump on an 1112 GT500 with stock 12 wiring, considering the larger fuse that comes from them has the added amp draw? Yeah, I've never seen any issue with twin booster pumps on any GT500 ever. And no extra wiring was added. Now, I'm talking about the VMP plug-and-play units that has their own little, harnesses. If you're wiring your shit in, that's on you, brother. Joey G says, hey, Alex, I was filling out the form for a tune where it asks for a full list of mods. Do we include mods like short throw shifter, aluminum drive shaft, or axle backs? No. You list mods that matter for power. MAF housing like a JLT, PMAS, Stita, Roush, injectors, intake manifold, and headers. Headers and and make sure that all of your O2s are connected. That's the most important thing you should do. F-150 S550 says, it's an old ass F-150. Ford doesn't have a fuel system for it. Only available for new F-150s. There's your problem. You probably put two 525s in a hat with stock lines and FIC 1000 and think it's enough. No, you need big lines, badass rails, and a good return and a good regulator. It's not just going to all of a sudden be okay. Just waiting Mr. Shelby blowing them Corvettes off in the weeds with great enthusiasm. Apoyo gasolina y etano y café. Where is blowing off Corvettes in the weeds? Where are you? I love his blow off Corvettes in the weeds.
Great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
I love how he goes great enthusiasm. With great enthusiasm.
Great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
And I think we got diarrhea here. Do we got diarrhea? Yeah, we got diarrhea. And then that's what this sounded like when I was actually drinking coffee and farting into my tidy whiteys. Oh, it's not there. Oh, go. I was hoping it was wet fart, but wet fart's not there. Where's wet fart? There's wet fart. I didn't have the volume up. Where's wet fart? Oh, no. Let's get it louder. I want wet fart to be really fucking loud. Coming at you soon. Shit in a Ziploc bag and tidy whities full of shit and half drunk Zephyr Hills water. Coming at you. Eminem gave me $10 and say a goddamn thing. Sublime GT500 says, I was emailing John yesterday about tuning my 500 in the near future, and he told me I would need an HPT engage. Then Tyler Ferrer took over the email and told me I need a lung engage. So what's the deal? If you have a 2020 GT500, you need an HP tuner's engage, sir. Tyler was probably confused about what year your GT500 was. If you have a 2020 GT500, you need an HP tuner's engage. I think that's the only one that supports it. I don't know if SCT, I still don't know if SCT supports the GT500 yet. Is cereal technically soup and a hot dog a sandwich? Yes. It's kids soup. Do you think Paxson is bad compared to TVS blowers? No, I think Paxson blowers are fucking amazing for what they are. You can make 900 plus rear wheel horsepower. I like the power delivery, especially on a manual. It just keeps making power the higher you rev it. So no, it's not a bad blower at all. That's a verbal tune. Jason Freiber asked Demonology, get the Soul Snatcher back up and running. What was it? His diff that blew up? Well, would anyone ever question Nardi? Absolutely love that guy. Nardi's the best. Look, if you guys knew what they have to do, by the time they get to me, customers, or Brandon, or Dakota, juniors, or senior, Nardi has already answered all of his stupid questions. All of the throttle body questions, all of the porting questions, all of the injector questions. He is the front line of bullshit. And somehow the customers still make it to me and still repeat the bullshit. And I'm like, Nardi answered this like in the first email. Like we disclaim, for instance, cam lobe tunes. We send a disclaimer and it says, this is for show only. It might stall. It might not drive well. And people go, hey, can you adjust my cam lobe tune? It's not driving well. And I'm like, did you read the fucking disclaimer? Oh, that big sentence, that big paragraph Nardi sent me? He sent you that so you wouldn't ask this question. Stupid. Oh, man. It's a whole bunch of fun when you get people like that and you just want to yell. Like, stupid. You fucking psycho. With LU47s and a VMP booster, what's the limit on Gen 1 with boost? On pump gas in 85. No, you're not going. What? Boost? LU47s? Like a Roush kit, maybe 6,800 RPM and about 590 or 580 wheel. E85 is not ever going to happen with boost and LU47s. It's just not going to happen. Stop trying to make it happen. It's not going to happen. Lund tuned since 2016. Lund revised their E85 tune with 350 manifold and injector on Gen 2, or is it the same tune? If so, any major changes and adjustment? If you're on an old 2016 file, you might get up on the new shit, but you might have to pay. But it's just drivability. It's just a little better. Mikey gave me money. David Figueroa got me. David Ochoa got me. Didn't say anything. Golden HP31 says, with LU40s, I already got that. Sublime GT500 says, and for the record, John was very responsive. When I asked Tyler, he never got a response. Don't dig on Tyler too much because, you know, those both guys have an insanely tough job. Tougher than mine. But Nardi's good people, and so is Tyler. Tyler's great. Tyler's fucking so legit. Do you think a 4C too much converter for a Paxton? Matthew Goodall, you'd have to talk to, honestly, you're going to have to talk to Circle D because they're the ones that tell you, yeah, this is best for your application. You're going to say, I have a Paxton. I got this pulley. I want to make this much power. The car weighs this much. They'll size the converter appropriately. F-150 S550 says, I have an 8 feed and return fuel rails. Manuel Gomez said stock Whipple rails are plenty. Then you probably have a pump that's not working properly. You probably have a pump that's not working properly and not feeding properly. 2 525s on a Dash 8 should feed 1,000 wheel. No problem. Moises Cristobal says, how reliable is the tuning with the Gen 2 Coyote with long-term wise? Just bolt-ons and possibly 85. What does that mean? Do you guys think that these tunes are on the cusp of blowing things up? It's back and running. It was the axle, says Demonology. So Demonology broke an axle. What's the car weigh with you in it? Because he's a big boy. He probably 250 plus, you know? He's big, jacked, you know? So do people think that our tunes are on the ragged edge, that we're going to blow shit up? Like we are on the ragged edge of tuning. Your car's going to barely fucking... I'm like, no. No. Your car's going to run great, and it's going to run like stock if you don't mat it all the time. A lot of people think, oh, I got a Lund tune, so now it's going to be fine. And they slam it off the limiter. Oh, the Lund tune broke my transmission and my open gears. The Lund tune. No, you did, motherfucker. We didn't do shit. Your car was running fine. A lot of people say, hey, man, I'm not getting that good gas mileage with your tune. Let me ask you a question. Have you gone on the highway, reset the trip odometer, and not floored it? He goes, oh, no, I haven't done that. So let me ask you, what have you been doing? Well, I've been racing the shit out of the car. Okay, so you're getting 6 miles a gallon while you're racing the shit out of the car. Yes. And you're complaining that you're getting 6 miles a gallon with an 800 horse car when you're racing everybody. He goes, yes. It literally happens. So basically reliability is going to be just like stock. Reliability, as long as you're not doing dumb shit, that car should last you a long ass time. Opinion on 3 kit, very good for the money, makes good power, but it is a budget kit, so it'll have budget kit problems. Two Salty Dicks Fishing says, Bandy, I'm in Virginia. Like I like this centrifugal because it's not making much boost, just driving normal, but it's there if you want it. I can still get 19 miles per gallon on my setup. On E85, my 700 plus horsepower 19 gets over 17 miles a gallon. On E85. 64 watching 764. Actually, I had 830 at peak. So actually, let me see. Analytics, current viewers. Is there like a concurrent viewers? How about playbacks? No, it doesn't say. It doesn't give you. It doesn't give you like max. Actually, yeah, analytics. Oh, look at that. I know some shit. concurrent viewers. It doesn't give you a graph. But at one point there was 800. Yeah, look right here. Look at that, man. Analytics are on point on this Beecho. Check it out. So up to I had 831, then I had 841, and then 842. So I had 842 people on at one time. Pretty badass. I usually average high 500, 600s. Today I got 200 more, and I don't know why. How's the red car coming along? What's the next Kyle Brandon part you install? The rear crash bar, and I already installed or had Tradition Motorsports install complete Stita suspension, and I want them to align my rear IRS to be like this, so that when I launch, it goes like that. Right now it's a little out, so when I launch, I have less tire on the ground. So I said, hey man, align it so it's in a little bit, so when it launches, bam, it's flat. He knows exactly what I was talking about. He's a racer. That guy gets it. That guy 100% gets it. Good dude, Joey Angrisani or some shit like that. Joey Angrisani. The pedal extender was Alex's best invention ever. Bravo. The pedal extender is the best product ever because people kept complaining, I got a long pedal. I want to be able to hit the pedal a little bit and have it be like, whoop-ah! And I'm like, a lot of people think that a tune is going to all of a sudden make the engine work in such a different way that you can wrap the throttle and make it sound like a boosted car with like 1100, 1200 wheel. No. And they're like, well, I got to give it a lot of gas to get going. I'm like, okay, give it more gas. I want to give it a little gas. Stop view bottling. What's view bottling? Been talking to Nardi today on my N-Gauge and Stita Proflow cold air intake and a purchase from Beefcake, and he was very responsive and patient with my stupid question. I love the stupid question. Stupid. Oh, that is loud as fuck. God damn it. Let me bring that down a little bit. Some reason. Stupid. Still a little loud. A little less. Stupid. Yeah, it's nice. That's better right there. Channel support. Saludos, says Eric S. Excellent. T56 swaps. Should cruise control work? It depends on the generation. If it's Gen 1 or 2, yes. Actually, it should work on all of them. As long as it's set up correctly. Sometimes the OSS and the way you wired the speedo shit fucks everything up. Or if you have that Bowler box, that also should take care of it. Cause we ain't watching those fools from Mustang Lifestyle. That's why there are 200 more watching. Oh, I gotcha. Any recommendations for camber adjustment on the exact problem you just illustrated on the rear wheel angle? Yeah, you take it to an alignment shop that knows what the fuck they're doing and say, I'm going to launch the car a certain way, so I want the tires tucked in so that when you launch, it's flat. A lot of guys are out there, they lower their Mustang and they don't adjust their camber. I think it's negative is out and positive is in, right? I might be all fucked up. So if your car's tires are like this, let's say slightly cambered out because it's IRS, there we go, and you launch, they'll do this. So you'll have less tire on the ground, right? You'll have less tire on the ground. So what you have to do is you have to kind of load it and go in a bit so that when you launch the car, it's flat. So I told Joey, I need that alignment. He goes, I got you. You probably have to strap the car down, compress it a little bit, and then, you have to bring it back up, set it, then crank it back down, and see what it's measuring at a squatted angle or at a squatted position. Would you agree how the vatos from the barrio speak like, hey, fool, hey, fucker, what's up? Instead of saying, hey, fucker, what's up? In my opinion, hey, fucker. I already got Eric Tess. There we go. Okay. Would GT500 mufflers be too restrictive on a twin turbo Gen 2 Coyote? I don't think so. No, I think GT500s will be fine. Jay Rubin says you want rear camber set to negative 0.02, something like that. Just saw the opening of the live stream and I have an idea for your bundle. Might as well just throw in a used condom. Just a thought. I was gonna come in a cup and be like, but then people would get pregnant. Then I have kids everywhere. If it's still swimming. Which would you rather have in Hawaii? Nettlebox 2650 with a 103 throttle body and a 3.256 for pulley, or Whipple Stage 2? I like the TVS rotor pack. I just like the TVS rotor pack. I like the power delivery of any TVS rotor pack. I wish Eaton made a blower with a badass case. Then I wouldn't have to fuck with brands. Negative camber, top tires in. Okay, negative camber, top of tires in. Yeah, so it's positive because I want the top of the tires out slightly so that when you launch, it will cause a squat effect and it'll be flat and you'll get more of the tire on the ground. That's what the Lunds do. Like when you see the Lunds car drive up to the track and you see it on the line, the tires are in a little bit. And then when it launches, it's fucking dead nuts. Alex, you said a while back you're boosted and you do a wad hit in the clutch or shift to neutral. Okay. Alex, you said a while back that if you are boosted and you do a wad hit to clutch in or shift into neutral, as it's bad for the rings you mean to decel. To decel. No, look, I'm talking about I'm talking about a prolonged decel. I see these guys going fifth gear with an MT82 and a 1,000 horsepower car, and they go to 8,200 RPM and then let off the gas and let it decel all the way down. Clutch in. Now, if you're downshift rev matching, if you're road racing, that's momentary. That's a ba-bam, 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 and you get going again. But if you're like engine braking, like a Jake brake, like a fucking douchebag asshole, yeah, don't do that. David Zaremba says, hey, Alex, I have a boosted 18 GT manual and Lund tuned with 800 wheel. Any reason my launch control shouldn't work? It won't hold the launch RPM that I set. Everything should work fine. Mine works. So if mine works, yours should work. Good day, Alex. What K member do you recommend for a 13 GT manual with long tube headers? Section 8 sounds good. Thank you. Section 8 does sound sick. I'm looking at the Team ZK members now, and I'm looking at the double A K members still. I'm a double A guy. I don't know what 13, so Gen 1. I know UPR makes them, BMR makes them, Team Z makes them with factory motor mounts, and double A makes them. For my money, even though it's a little pricier, I just like the strength, double A. I have a double A in my red car. Senior has a double A in the blue car, and that thing took a wheelie and dented the shit out of the frame, and it still survived. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, they're talking about impeachment bullshit. Oh my god. Poor boy, try Team Z. Yeah, Team Z is good shit. I like Team Z. You can't go wrong with Team Z. They're racers. Wild Horse Racing just says Section 8. Mr. King, so much more info would be needed. Hey Alex, I got a really fucking stupid question. Is there a minimum horsepower that a dyno can read? I've got a mild built mini bike and I would like to see what it makes. Hope the family is doing well. Well, Craig, I think it's gonna be, as long as you get an RPM signal and you can move the rollers, I think you should be able to, see horsepower. I don't see why not. Switching to Lund now. How can I request you as a tuner? Let's just let them. Don't request me. Just love you. Just don't request me. Just say I want to tune from Lund. A tune from me, Senior, Junior, Brandon, or Dakota are all the same. What you're asking for is a friendship. That's what you're asking for. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be anyone's friend. I want to just tune the list that's in front of me and leave. I love you. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you. Don't request me. Oh, but I want to talk to you. I want to deal with YOLO. And they'll be like, oh, Section 8 sounds good. Hey. And then they're like, oh, YOLO. And they're like, oh, I'm going to make the plane crank. And then they make all the funny things. And I'm just like, Tune attached. Get me a log. Idle, slow rev. Fit. Right on, YOLO. Yeah, I can't wait for this in a gap full of Mexico's cuh. Yeah, tacuache, YOLO, remember the video? Yo. Ah! Tune attached. Send me a log. Hola, bicho, says, no, I'm saying. Good shit. I have 500,000 miles on my GT350 and it's boosted. Go for it with 100,000. Jesus Christ. Chevy Lifestyle money going to China. Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek or Jennifer Lopez? Salma Hayek by far. Esa teta tan cabrona, brother. 1080 Chris is laughing. El Coyote says, yikes. I mean, and you know how that goes. Someone says 5 minutes. What are you doing? Counting down? What are you doing? Aren't you counting down my show? What if I want to go for 2 hours, KC526? There's 700 people on right now. What if I want to go on for 2 more hours? How dare you? I got Dakota as a friend, says Nito Diaz. Top Scene says, I wonder how the racing car scene will be affected once there's no gas power cars, but only electrics. Does Lund will accommodate electric cars? We can probably charge more for tuning petroleum-based fuel cars because it'll be illegal as fuck. And I'll go underground and I'll be like, you want to tune for your NA 2011 shit-ass BBK throttle body, BBK header, BBK fucking AMR wheels, shit ass, Mickey Thompson street comp tires, shit ass. That'll be $8,000, motherfucker. Yeah, it's illegal. Thoughts on Mustang Lifestyles putting 100,000 in Shelby. He hasn't even ran a 9 yet. He wants to run 8s with a 4,400-pound car with him inside. He can't drive. Everything you said is factually correct. Everything you said is factually correct. Bicho, waffles or pancakes? Pancakes. Yellow, do you want to be friends? I do not want to be friends. Lunderground Racing lives. Lunderground. Great name, Lunderground Racing. Could you imagine? No, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 years. If I'm tuning in the next 10 years, I have failed myself. If I am working at Lund Racing in a different capacity, I think I see that as a future. But if I am tuning cars, if I am tuning flex cars in 10 years, something went really wrong in my life. So my goal is to obviously eventually emerge out of tuning and get into something higher end in the company or my own shit. But in 10 years, a 53-year-old Alex tuning tacuaches? I do not see that happening. Alex, I have a confession. Before I found the channel, I bagged my daily 18. I want to go full bolt on and hit the track occasionally, but not sure if I can. You can bag that punk of shit. It's all good. Just set everything to firm and fuck it. Just heavier, that's all. But hey, you bag it, what are you going to do? I'm not going to tell you to take them off. It's expensive. Nathan Meckler says, what's up, Alex? What's the ideal duty cycle do you want to run the injectors at? Contemplating upgrading mine, but not sure where it's needed. Duty cycle? I mean, you don't want to stress them out. You don't want to be like a 90% duty cycle, but anything in the 50 to 70 range, maybe 80 range, should be fine. I just leave them wide open. Fuck it. Just like, fuck pulsing them. Just leave them wide open and spray the house down. Underground, LOL, Underground BBK, 8,000 pay up, suckers. Lund needs to learn to tune Teslas. I don't need a tune. Alex, this past Friday, weather was around 40 degrees at the track and experienced low fuel pressure code boosted. Is this weather having effect or is it just due to needing fuel system? You are running out of fuel, my brother. Your car is telling you, Pulti is out of fuel. Denser air will tax the fuel system more because there's more air available. There's more air available. That's it. Okay, so on a hot, muggy day, it's wet as fuck out there. You can cut the humidity with a knife. There isn't that much air available. The air density is low. But on a cool, crisp winter day, you're going to tax your fuel system a lot more because the air is more dense. Okay. Miguel Navarrete says, neighbor's selling his old Ford Terminator, and I'm very interested in the car. He's got a newer Kenny Bell supercharger that's never been installed. What are your thoughts on the Kenny Bell supercharger? They're great in the used market. People love hearing the wheat. Look at me. Oh, my Terminator makes 540 rear-wheel horsepower and heat soaks. Wheat. And that's it. You got to wait like on the side of the road for a long ass time to get those IATs under 200. Bad idea, Miguel. How's the family? Can you polish your head for us? What's your 10-year goal? 10-year goal? 10-year goal. Look, KC526 is going to be down here. Me and her are going to be owning a 5-3 shop. There's going to be a shop on 2 acres on the water with a Midnight Express. And we'd be banging on the Midnight Express. Do you know what I'm saying? Jump, man. Nah, go for it. Need to go Lunderground. Thanks for that speech, Joker. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. That was 8 minutes, not 5 minutes. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in talking about Ken Block splitting up with Ford, Cleetus selling dirt and mullet stuff, basically selling asphalt, and you guys are buying it. Good for you guys. Good for him. I wish I am able to sell dirt, but as of now, it's just gonna be stuff from the Fairmont, shit, and Fruit of the Loom, shit stained underwear coming at you real soon. I'll do my best to get stuff on our website. And again, congrats to, I believe it's Anthony, I forget who exactly won the SK Performance, but I did send him a message in the last week's show so that he could email me and we can get him taken care of really quickly with the SK Performance timing chain guide for all Coyote Mustang and GT350. You took her up and free speech in the house. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Have a good night. For those of you that watch the dating channel, tomorrow we will talk some shit on the dating channel. Anyway, good night, guys.